Chairman of the Board and other members of the official party, will proceed to the private entrance at Government House and meet Her Excellency, the Honourable Linda DeSalle, Governor of Victoria, and Mr Anthony Howard, QC. Alan Eade.
The best thing about being a volunteer is the opportunity to make a real difference to the community. I get to help people and I get to go places and see things. I have experiences that no other person can have. I'm so fortunate as a volunteer from St John to be able to do that. But being able to make a difference, whether it's for the person who's at an event that's got a fallen over and has now got a bleeding, and we can easily fix that up and they go back to their event and they have a good time, right? That's just as important as the rare occasions where we actually do that true life-saving CPR, defibrillate somebody, usually at things like the Anzac Day parades or some of the big stadium events. That's great for that one person, but we make a big difference to so many people just by doing the little things. That's why I really enjoy being a volunteer.
Patrick O'Connell, Youth Sergeant, White Horse Division.
The most rewarding experience or experiences for me is when people that I haven't even met before come up and say, thank you for volunteering your time. I had an experience with you guys a few years ago, or my father was treated by you guys, things like that. Never met them before, but they appreciate St John, what they do, and they understand what the effort we go into as volunteers. So,
Mari Parker, State Officer, Event Services.
My most memorable has been in being involved in a cardiac arrest, and when the casualty came back a couple of months later and thanked us at the venue. I never expected to see him again, but it was just wonderful to see him come back and thank us all, and quite a few members that were involved were on duty the night he came back to thank us. So that was fantastic.
Renee Toscas, Youth Leader, Pascoe Girls College.
I think the most rewarding thing about being a volunteer is actually just helping the community. Doing little things, fixing up a wound or something like that just helps somebody's day. And it's also about not doing things in return and just giving as much as you can.
Danny Bunting, Divisional Officer, Birch Division.
What I like about volunteering at St John is the other friendships that we get to make and the people that you get to work with. I think most of the volunteers, or all of the volunteers, come along with a passion for serving the community, and that's primarily why we volunteer. And I guess as an outcome of that, we get to become lifelong friends as well. I joined St John when I was a cadet, when I was 13 years old, I think it was, and since then I've had many mentors, throughout the years. And now that I'm a registered nurse and a paramedic as well, many of the mentors that I've had are still, my friends now, and they're still people that I seek guidance and advice from my professional life outside of St John. And a rewarding part of it as well is now that I am a qualified paramedic and nurse, I get to contribute to the community as a volunteer, but also educate and teach, the first aiders and first responders and our cadets who come out to duty. And I think that's, for me, is one of the most rewarding parts of being a volunteer. We are a volunteer organisation, but we're also a professional organisation. We have many professional opportunities, from certificate level courses, and also from a professional point of view, you get to develop your leadership skills, your management skills that you don't necessarily get, an opportunity to do in your, full-time careers.
Oliver Singh, Youth Corporal, Maryborough.
It's about learning first aid, and it's about meeting friends as well and creating relationships that could last a lifetime.
Jessica Chikasillo, Regional Manager, Mallee Region.
I feel that being a volunteer in St John allows me to give something back, spend a little bit of time in the community and get to know people that I wouldn't normally meet every day. So I probably like that the most.
Bradley Singh, Youth Member, Maryborough.
The most rewarding thing about being a volunteer is the skills that you get and the ability to use them in everyday life and whenever you need to.
John Barton, Regional Officer, Gippsland Region.
I suppose the most rewarding is out there helping the community and seeing other people achieve from what I've taught them, and they're doing well to help other people. I wish other people knew that we were volunteers. A lot of people think that we're getting paid, but we're not. We're volunteers and we're out there to help the community in our own time.
Zoe King, Youth Leader, Pascoe Girls College.
I first became a volunteer in 2012 after my sister was diagnosed with epilepsy. Obviously it was a really confronting thing to see, so I wanted to figure out something that I could do for her to help support her. I went up to my divisional manager at my school at the time and asked her, how do I treat? What can I do? What am I able to do, really? And she said, if you join the St John program, you can obviously learn a whole lot more things and then know how to treat and help her.